What do we mean by BC and AD? For example, 1 million years BC or AD 2020. Well, we usually need some reference starting point. So someone decided a long time ago to take the birth of Christ as a starting point. Any year before that was called before the birth of Christ, BC. Any year after that was called after the birth of Christ. You'd expect this to be AC, not AD. However, we use AD because this is a Latin for the year of our Lord, Anno Domini. So, any year before Christ was born is BC. Any year after Christ was born is AD. For example, the Battle of Hastings was in 1066. This took place 1066 years after the birth of Christ, AD 1066. Julius Caesar was born 100 years before Christ, 100 BC. If a person was born in AD 1900 and lived 56 years, he would die in AD 1956. The years are added on. In practice, we don't say AD, we just say 1900 or 1956. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BC and lived 56 years. He died in 44 BC, so the years are subtracted. It's like maths with positive and negative numbers. Negative numbers get larger going back. Positive numbers get larger going forward. As it is now AD 2020, and Julius Caesar died in 44 BC, he died 2064 years ago. We had the 44 to 2020, which is 2064. Today you may see the terms BCE and CE instead of BC and AD. This makes it universal because not everyone is a Christian. The same starting point is used, but after that point we use the term Common Era, CE. Before that we use before Common Era, BCE. They mean the same. BC 100 is the same as 100 BCE. AD 2020 is the same as 2020 CE. You probably noticed that we put the BC before and the BCE after, and the AD before and the CE after. They mean the same thing. Let's have a look at centuries. A century is 100 years. This is 2020. It is the 21st century. But why not the 20th? If we start at the beginning, the numbers go up to 100. That's the first century, the first 100. Between 100 and 200 will be the second century, the second 100. Between 200 and 300 will be the third century, and so on. So between 2020 and 2021, it will be the 21st century. The Battle of Waterloo took place in 1815, between 1800 and 1900, so it was the 19th century. World War II started in 1939, so this was the 20th century. How about some questions on this then? You can try these. What does AD mean in AD 2020? Question 2. What does BCE mean in 1000 BCE? Question 3. If a man was born in 200 BCE and lived for 50 years, on what date did he die? The first Olympic Games, these were called the Olympiads, were in BC 776. How many years ago was that? The Great Plague of England, the Black Death, was in 1665. What century What's this? How do you get on with those? So this is a very short lesson, really, or topic on AD, BC, BCE, CE, and centuries. I hope you enjoyed that.